Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the center position. Now here's Towns. Brunson up top. George defending. Second shot opportunity. Towns can't get it to go.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And George gets it to go on the assist by Oubre.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first.
76ers foul.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Bridges, coming off a 12-point game. Pass to McBride. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Towns. The 15-footer is good.
It's easy money for Towns from 15 to 18 feet.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
That's how I like flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contribute. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
And New York has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Towns a screen on Maxey. And Brunson, here we go. Three-pointer, Bridges hits the trifecta.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. To the inside. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Slam that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Maxey against Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Maxey against Bridges. Puts the move on. And Maxey with the layup.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked away, you knew what was on the line.
Now here's Brunson. Back to McBride. Three-pointer. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Josh Hart. Shooting one.
Free throw no good for Hart. The 76ers have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. To the left side wing. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
New York
And so
ball.
Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Your Sixers, Gatsby.
He's checked in for New York. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Brunson with it. Maxey covering. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
George with it. Towns covering.
2 minutes
Step back and fire. George, good. George has got his second bucket of the night.
PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a
Jalen
modern
Brunson.
swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Brunson following the score by Philadelphia. Hart can't hit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had for three.
Here's Maxey. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Hart with a screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Outside Brunson. Shoots over Maxey. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Brunson's got 6.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Pass to Grimes. Now Embiid. Over Towns. That's good. From Embiid on the assist by George. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
The first quarter all... Yes, good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Brown. Paul George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the jam by George.
We've seen George finish it so many times. PG, this man gets up and eats.
Robinson, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Sharon. This one for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now here's Grimes. Not a lot of room. Maxey tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Give him 8 points now.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Maxey. And a switch here also for New York. Clarkson's checked in for Bridges. Brunson up top. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Grimes, the pass to George. Back to Grimes. Pulls it. Here's Embiid. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night. Well, for Joel Embiid, he has one MVP. Richard, you wonder, could he have won more?
I think he and Jokic would have gone back and forth, but I still think he has some great basketball left in him.
Now here's Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. To win the run. Ooh, that's a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here's Edgecombe. 8 points in his last time out. George, a screen on Brunson. Brunson against Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Grimes. Fires the three. Kicks it to George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. In third, New York.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Brunson passes to Hart. Up top, Robinson. Knocks it loose. George with a steal. Here's Edgecombe. Brunson defending. Edgecombe, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Brunson. The three. The rebound by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Oubre. Good work defensively by Robinson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Shannon. Hard against Embiid. Hart goes in. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he makes a first. And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Barlow comes in for Paul George. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Grimes. New York also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. McBride comes in for Shaman. And Alvarado is subbed in for Brunson. Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. And again, the Knicks missing. The Sixers lead by 4. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Towns down low. Here's Edgecombe. Alvarado defending. Pass to Barlow. Now Maxey. To win the cold spell. They grab their own miss. Here's Barlow. Robinson defending. Drummond with the screen. For 3, Maxey. Out to Oubre. Back to Drummond. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Barlow. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 4. Floats one up. Clarkson finds Robinson. Alvarado outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Oubre passes to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Always a nice way to start. He makes his first one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Towns. Screen by Robinson. Towns passes to Alvarado. Kicks it out Towns. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure he'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Oubre gets it to go.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Out left to the wing. Robinson passes to Towns. It could go. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The clock runs out, and okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Offensive rebounding is like an ATM, cashing in extra chances to score. Trust me, that's a fun way to play.
And next up, a look. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executed.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Bridges, the small forward, with Cap playing the four. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Philadelphia shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Here's the steal. Outside Grimes, over to the left wing. Embiid from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Brunson passes to Towns. Out to Bridges. Right side McBride. Grimes with the ball. And McBride picks him up defensively. An elbow shot. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got his second basket.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player on Jimmy?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become a knockdown shooter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Embiid. 11 points in the game. Basket's good. Embiid's got 13 now.
Setting each other up beautifully at level. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
From deep. A nice shot by McBride. He has 6.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention, and that helps open up the perimeter.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up to Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Oubre finds Maxey. 6 to shoot.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Good work defensively by Robinson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Brian, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by New York on the other end. And there's a pick. To the wing on the left. Here's Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Brunson passes to Towns. Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 11.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Knicks trail by 8. Towns down low. Embiid's there. Offensive rebound. Robinson finds Towns. Towns double team. Here's Bridges. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bridges has got his second bucket on the night.
A major threat from the mid-range. You can't allow Bridges to get comfortable from there.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Paul George comes in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey. A big group substitution here for New York. Hart's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for McBride. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. Alvarado outside. Pass to Shamet. And here's Clarkson. George defending. Alvarado outside. For Edgecombe. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Here's Grimes. Gets the 3 ball to go. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just looking at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Philadelphia leading by 9. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. George feels it out a bit. The teardrop, and it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Alvarado outside. Pass to Clarkson. Screen by Robinson. Back to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Second chance effort. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 9. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Philadelphia leading by 9. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Embiid. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50, yes, 50 combinations. I'm looking for a little bit more consistency this year.
And Oubre gets it to go.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Maxey against Brunson.
Philadelphia foul. Edgecombe. Second personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia looking to end this cold spell. Easy work inside for Towns.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
The Sixers lead by 13. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre against Brunson. Clock at 6. George for 3. And Philadelphia hits again.
games on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
So look at our starters for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Here's McBride. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. George against Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
From the high post.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Here's Maxey. He can't get that one. Bridges with some nice defense. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Oubre. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
To the inside. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by Oubre.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Here's Hart. 17 points in his last outing. A fader. And it's Brunson missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is
Jalen
down.
Brunson. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Embiid.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Fourth team foul.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Here's George. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about George going to the floater? Showing he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Way to go, Pete.
And so Mike Brown calls the timeout. George needs a moment to talk things over. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
Now Embiid after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. To the middle. And Embiid.
tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Bridges and Hart at the 3 and the 4. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center position. Oubre finds George. Here's Maxey. And he makes it on the layup.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Brunson against Maxey. Out to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. Shoots over Oubre. Bridges misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey surveys. Embiid misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson, and Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Norris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league-level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
All right, let's check in with Allie the Force.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you move yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to remove it. We think it can make a difference. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively. Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
Here's Edgecombe. In his last outing, 8 points for him. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble.
Now here's George. Right side, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Bridges.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Embiid with a steal. Here's Edgecombe. And some solid defense from Towns. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Towns a screen on Maxey. Brunson passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
It's tipped.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
George with the block. Maxey on the wing. Counted from distance. Maxey's got 5 now.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Now here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. All right, Norris, for the Knicks. Would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
Yeah, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly later, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Pass to Shamet. It's Bridges on the wing. The 3.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender and just uses that body so well to contest shots. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
New York has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson finds Hart. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
You get to see on display how Jalen Brunson has become this dynamic force offensively. Nice use of the pick and roll.
And here's Embiid. And he powers it down. Right on Carl Anthony Towns. Wow.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They're up. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that's open up things in the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Jalen Brunson is out there with Landry Shamet, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. And some changes here for the 76ers. Oubre, he's checked in for Barlow. And it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey. And the switch here also for New York. Clarkson's checked in. Down low. Here's Hart. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Sixers trailing. Outside Grimes. George outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Oubre against Brunson. Pass to Shamet. Inside. Here's Robinson. Big finish by Robinson.
This goes to
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside.
Handful might be an understatement, BA. He is a nightmare in the free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Theo. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
It has proven very hard to guard Jalen Brunson without fouling, especially when he's aggressive to score it.
New York shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
BA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a mental defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Hart, and it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Here's Clarkson. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Towns, a screen on Oubre. Up top, Robinson. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Here's McBride. No good with the triple. And so it's George with it. He brings it up to the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Alvarado outside. Going all the way to the rack. And George with the jam.
Well, you got to be careful when Edgecombe is roaming nearby. BJ is so good at knowing when to pounce on steals.
Towns is screen on Oubre. Towns outside. Lets it go from 11. Oh, the powerful slam by Towns.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Outside Grimes. Pass to Edgecombe. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back. At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Clarkson. Intercepted. To the inside. Here's George. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got his second basket of the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Barlow comes in for George. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Grimes. The Sixers leading. Here's Edgecombe. Still no points. Outside Maxey. Takes a three. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Hart with a screen on Oubre. Alvarado pass to McBride. Just 5 on the clock. For Edgecombe. And again, the Knicks missing. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And here's Oubre from the arc. The shot no good. The Knicks have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Tries it from the top of the key. Drained it for 2 points. Maxey's got 11. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Towns with room to shoot.
The play is under video review under NBA. The officials will have 2 minutes to review
And
the play.
hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they're going to take a look at this replay.
While this call may not decide the game, we'll always prefer to get it.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Well, and just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with? And shifting focus back to our game, the Knicks are right in the thick of it.
I like how they've been eating.
And that is going to do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Grimes. Off target with the 3. New York trailing. Well, we know he can shoot indoors, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Embiid passes to Grimes. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Grimes has got 7 points in the game.
Well, this isn't a frequent scoring area for Grimes, but I'll tell you, take the mid-range jumper.
Here's Brunson. And they'll get another chance. Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players in this league highly skilled. If you are a 3-2 player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
Good work there as it goes. He has 6.
Oh, what a crafty move. Defender to pause right there.
Screen by Robinson. Brunson passes to Robinson. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
76ers trail by 3. Maxey passes to Grimes. And here's Embiid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Brunson passes to Towns. Great focus from Towns. He got hit.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Carlos. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Brunson passes to Towns. Fades back. Brunson misses. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Oubre. Embiid inside. He's against Bridges. Harlow misses. New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Robinson, a screen on Maxey. Releases. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. Tied up. That one misses. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Brunson passes to Towns. Towns in his comfort zone.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Paul George comes in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Mark's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for McBride. And Alvarado's subbed in for Jalen Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Here's Shamet. Got it. Good job at the low post. And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 5-point game. Here's Edgecombe. Alvarado defending. Here's Barlow. Shot blocked. They recover it. Drummond with the bucket. The Knicks have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Pass to Sharon. Now here's Robinson. Some solid defense from Drummond. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
George in the post. He's covered by Clarkson. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Clarkson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Here's Grimes. Again, the Sixers score.
Just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
Alvarado, pass to Clarkson. Robinson, a screen on George. Pass to Sharon. Got it off in time. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts...
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Knicks out in front. They're up by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Jose Alvarado is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Alvarado with it. Embiid's there. Here's Brunson. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
So it's Philadelphia now. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Over Towns. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by George.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Outside Hart. Towns, right side. Outside Brunson. To the left wing. Alvarado sinks the tray. Alvarado's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Embiid can't hit.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
The shot by Towns, no good. 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Alvarado, pass to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Offensive rebound. Oh, Embiid cleaning things up inside.
This is what we talked about. The tale of two halves. He has been outstanding out of the break.
Brunson against Maxey. Towns for 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
For 3.
Brunson's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre on the wing. Brunson defending. Here's Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Philadelphia ball.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now Embiid. Can't get the 3. Maxey against Hart. Yes, it's good.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Grimes, he's checked in for Oubre. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride, he's checked in for Alvarado. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Hart got a hand on it.
And because of how athletic and quick Edgecombe is, he can come up with blocks and you got to be careful shooting around him. With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Brunson drives in. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Bridges. He launches. George is there for the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Brunson gets Maxey. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on it. And it's in there.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the slam.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Now Bridges takes a 3. Can't get it to go.
Well, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Embiid.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And stolen by Bridges. It falls.
And that nice steal was able to get the break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change it. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Stolen by Bridges. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second.
Here's Brunson. And that's an intentional foul.
76ers foul. Tyrese Maxey. Second personal foul. Third team.
He gets the first. And that increases the lead to 6.
Jalen Brunson at the line for 2.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. For 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
And he's such a unique talent. Embiid with the vision that time.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Personal foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Shooting for New York, Miles McBride. 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Bridges against Maxey. Oh, he can't hit a tough 3.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Oh, here's Edwards. In an outstanding game against San Antonio. Mr. Gobert. Randall left side. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Castle. Outside, Fox. Castle against Edwards. Back to Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Randall, screen on Fox. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Edwards. Randall, screen on Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Fox against McDaniel. Outside for Wembanyama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle.
Kevin, of course he can use to move on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Randall finds McDaniel. Bounce pass for Randall. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Puts up a three. A rebound by the Spurs.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Randall. Pass to Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Castle. Dosunmu. And the foul called on Iron Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. The Spurs with the lead. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Pass to Randall. Now Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Here's Castle, defended by Dosunmu. Now Castle. His last outing with 20 points. A three from Wembanyama.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as an offender.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. So Anthony, the Timberwolves franchise player, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now, here's Fox. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Randall. And the basket by Johnson.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
Edwards against Fox. Clark kicks to Edwards. Reed with the screen on Fox. A three ball. Reed gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fox. The 10-footer finds the target. Fox has got his second bucket.
Well, Fox is selective with his mid-range shots, but if he likes the look, he's going to take it.
And taken away by Johnson. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bucket quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now here's Edwards. Randall right side. Shoots over Johnson. Randall no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Johnson the pass to Fox. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat for that.
Drives to the hoop. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 1 second left. No good. Shot missing. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's San Antonio. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Highland in the water. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, Randall doesn't back down from physical coverage. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Dosunmu. Reed with a screen on Castle. Outside, Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. Off the iron that time.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go do it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes at great and we look forward to working with someone like that. Back over to you, Kevin.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Reed kicks to McDaniel. Down low. Oh, Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Island with it. Nothing on the board. After Reed. McDaniels on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Island against Vassell. Here's Harper. Vassell grabbing this ball. That will be a backcourt violation. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. It allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Gobert finds Dosunmu. Outside, Reed. Those three-pointers off the mark. Spurs lead by 7. Vassell inside the line. And it's San Antonio with another.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Fox, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio calls timeout.
We're here now to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert. Great showing for the season. Third in shooting percentage. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. It's the Timberwolves now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Highland passes to Dosunmu. Gobert with a screen on Fox. Highland. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Fox gets it to go.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here is Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to Randall. To halt the run, Vassell grabs the board.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 7. Here's Champagnie. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The steal. Castle finds Fox. Three-pointer. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 6 here in this quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalize in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here's Shannon. Carries it from three-point range. Shannon's got himself on the board with 3 minutes.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Champagnie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Gobert with the screen on Castle. For 3, Edwards. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to Wembanyama. 4 seconds on the clock. That one doesn't go. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Now let's take a moment. And that concludes.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Stephon Castle having a really great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Harper is out there with Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. Now here's Barnes. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been great.
And the officials have called the illegal shot right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wembanyama down low. Gobert on him. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Champagnie. 8 points for him. Here's Wembanyama. And it's San Antonio with another.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Conley. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Stolen by Conley. And the layup's good off the glass. Conley's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know that no one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps his team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on his team.
Mark for 3. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up there. Allie, take it away.
De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Kevin, back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. And that one good.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
San Antonio leading by 12. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Dan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. There's Cornet. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Highland passes to Reed. And a miss there on the triple. And so Bryant will bring it up for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. Highland against Bryant. Now Highland. He has yet to score. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Fires the three. The rebound by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky.
Johnson to three. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 8.
Down in the corner. Johnson knows he just has the mechanics to get it done.
And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Stephon Castle.
His passing has been noticeably better in the last few months. You can see it in his assist totals. He's seeing the entire court, spreading the ball around and creating a lot of easy buckets for his teammates.
Here's Shannon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Harper the pass to Bryant. Back to Harper. Puts up a deep 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 16. Highland passes to Reed. Here's Highland. And there's the call. It's going to be under the screen. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Harper kicks to Cornette. Pass to Johnson. The kick out to Harper. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Cornette gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 18.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, it seemed like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Dosunmu. Bryant with the steal. Harper wide open from outside off the mark. Now here's Dosunmu. Not a lot of room. Another miss by Minnesota.